The following program was produced by an independent community producer. The opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of the ECAT staff or board of directors.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. It's the Ron Van Dam Show.
Hold on tight, things can get a bit weird, if you like that sort of thing.
Hey, welcome to the program. My arms are outstretched to you. It's the Ron Van Dam Show. It's my name's in it. Yeah, how you doing? Good to be with you. Oh, I come into the studio once a week to pick up my check. Really? Other than that, no reason to do this. If you're not familiar with me, I've been doing radio and TV for 30 years. TV when I was younger, when I looked like I could have been on TV. And then radio when I wanted to say that's enough looking on TV. 30 years of this. Actually, it's over 30. I'm just being modest. So once a week I come in here because I do radio. This is like just, I don't know why I do this, because it's the show that I do on the radio, only you can see my mouth move, and sometimes my hands might make a motion of some sort, or I might raise one arm in order to make emphasis on something that I said, which is vastly interesting to watch. Other than that, on my radio program, I interview people toward the end of the program, experts, celebrities, all that kind of stuff. Here, I don't do that because, I feel like it. Here, it's just a monologue thing. So, strap yourself in if you're into this stuff. We got a half an hour here, probably less than this now. This show is different than other shows in the sense that I am not a member of the school committee, and also I live in the very town, by the way, that I do this show in, which makes me feel like I've got to be somewhat careful about what I say. But other than that, it doesn't matter to me. I talk about the things that most people want to talk about, but kind of don't, because you just don't do that kind of thing. So that's what I do on this show. That's how we find that we have a lot in common. We all put our pants on the same way over our heads, right? So we do have that in common. Here's something else that we have in common. Look, I raised my arm for emphasis. Here's something else that we do have in common. By the way, excuse me if I don't look directly at you. Those of you who have Comcast know probably through word of mouth that there are little cameras in the cable box and they can see you undressing at night and that kind of thing. So be really, really careful what you say and what you do in front of your cable box. That's not necessarily true, but it's just fun to say. And by the way, you're looking good today. Okay. What we also have in common is something kind of odd, and it's called allergies. Now, I don't have any allergies to Peanuts or to any other cartoon characters. But for some reason, I have allergies, and I've been to my primary care, the care that I primarily get from this person, and I said, do I have allergies? Do I need to be tested for allergies? No, you don't have any food allergies, and you're probably allergic to pollen or something, so get the hell out of my office. $15 copay. And that's it. So, but I have allergies, and I know I do, and I have it all year round, which means I don't sneeze or anything. My nose runs a little bit around the backyard. I'm probably allergic to some kinds of pollen and some kind of tree and some kind of grass and some kind of house dust and human beings and all that. I'm allergic to all those things probably, but in a very mild sense. But isn't it interesting, of all the people that I meet in the course of a day, if I ask them, if I tap them on the shoulder, they'd probably turn around and say, hey, stop tapping me on the shoulder. That's like, you're not supposed to do that. I would say, like, do you have allergies? And they said, well, mild. Yeah, I have allergies. I said, me too. Oh, my God, we have something in common. I think that around the world, everybody has allergies, no matter what culture, no matter what color skin you have. We all suffer from these minor allergies. Well, actually, no, the Middle East is like a desert, so maybe they don't have them there. I really don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. But I think that is what gathers us together as a life form, would be the fact that we do have allergies that are unexplained. It's a condition that we pretty much all have, but we don't really care because you can live with it. If you're not sneezing your you-know-what off, then I guess it's okay. I have a primary care doctor. Listen to this. This is how you know that you're getting older. When I'd say over 40 or 50 years old, you start to gather, rather than just a doctor, you have a team of doctors who never speak to each other. They just know of each other through writings on your profile, but they never ever meet. I have a primary care doctor, wonderful woman. I have a dentist who, without asking, goes right into my mouth. It's really rude in a way, but I have my whole body. Then I've got the teeth. Then I've got a dermatologist to check my skin every once in a while to make sure everything looks pretty good there, and it usually doesn't. I have an optometrist to make sure that my eyes are in good health, and they're not that great. I have an orthopedic specialist because I had like a pain in my shoulder for a while, so they sent me to a specialist, and the guy said, "What the hell? Get out of my office." Chiropractor, I haven't seen one of those in a long time, but I used to have trouble with my back because I used to be very tall. But when you get older, you start shrinking for some reason. I guess it's so you can fit into things better. I really don't know. I have all of those things. If you're a woman, then you probably also have a gynecologist. It's just crazy stuff going on. Crazy stuff. I have a team of doctors, and again, they've never met each other. Someday I'd like to hold a doctor party and invite all my doctors over to the house and serve cheese and crackers or something, or a light meal, or maybe an alcoholic beverage, and let them all meet each other, and they can talk about me behind my back. I won't be there, so they can say whatever they want. If I were there, they'd oh, Ron's a wonderful person. He's an excellent person. If I wasn't there, they'd say behind my back, what a douchebag this guy is. He's got everything wrong with him. I know. We checked his eyes. They're not good. I know. Oh, me too. I am his dentist. Guy's an idiot. I know that they would have a lot of fun at my expense, but I have a team of doctors, and I've put together a team. It's a team of doctors. My dentist is the one that stands out the most. My dentist is very interesting. What a great job a dentist is. I do understand they have a high suicide rate, and I can't figure out why, unless it's just like really, it gets to them to be in other people's mouths. It really like, oh, this is depressing. I can't live. I don't know why they have a high suicide rate, but anyway, professionals usually do. Dentists, man, come on. There's two parts to dentistry. There's the oral hygienist, which is usually a lovely person, and then there's the dentist. Uh-oh, here comes the dentist. The dentist is the one that yells at you. Well, Mr. Van Dam, we took x-rays, and don't you like your teeth? Don't you understand that your entire body is connected to your gums? And you know, we don't think you're flossing. We've discussed it here in the office. We don't think you're flossing. So don't try to hand over that crap to me. We know you're not flossing, Van Dam. Teeth are the only thing on my body that I have to tend to twice a day in many facets. What is it with these teeth things? And when you're a baby, you get a set of teeth, and then, like, all of a sudden, well, that's not good enough. We got another set coming in right where the first one is. Oh, my God, what is that about? That doesn't happen to, like, my organs or anything. Ron, you have a penis and some testicles, but they're going to fall off, and the new ones will come in and push them right out. It doesn't happen. Excuse me for saying that on the air. I apologize. But with teeth, it's weird. Weird. And you got all different kinds of teeth. They have different functions. And what's going on with that mouth thing? Why is that so important? I'm not a dog where I do everything with my mouth. I do everything with my hands. What's with the mouth thing? I got to watch out for my gums. My gums, they can recede, they can get inflamed. Gums is a whole, now I got a whole battle with gums. I have to brush my teeth twice a day. This is what the doctor says. At least one good cleaning a day, Ron, but twice a day would be ideal. Brush them very, very carefully. Get some other people, get your friends to come over and help out, but brush those teeth. And then I want you to floss too. I want you to take a piece of wax string that you can buy and go back and forth between your teeth. I know it seems a little archaic, but, you know, using a little piece of thread is all we could ever come up with. The advance in that field was the fact that now you can get it waxed. So make sure you get every crevice, every damn thing in that mouth of yours. Use mouthwash, rinse, gargle, repeat, gums, flossing, brushing. God, you know, it's like, wow. Even brush your tongue from time to time. Get in a power wash team and just, what is it with the mouth? Why so much attention? There's no part of my body I tend to as much as the mouth. Although when I was 13, I discovered one of my organs and I kind of spent a lot of time with that one. Not so much anymore. And again, I apologize. Anyway. I warned you at the top of the show. What is it with the mouth with all this stuff going on? And then you get your tooth starts decaying here and there, and you have to get it plugged, and you got to get a filling. But that's not the end of the story, because Ron, we're going to put a filling in your mouth, but years down the line, we're going to have to refill it because that filling will fall out, and we have to do it again. Oh my God, there's so much involved here. And we want you to come to the office every 3 months for a cleaning, 6 months at the most. All the other doctors, a year is probably fine, but for your mouth, I'd like you to come in tomorrow, to be honest with you. And I want you to brush every day, twice a day. And then every few months, come in here and we'll clean your teeth. Well, wait a minute. You're asking me to clean my teeth. You're going to clean my teeth too? You can't clean your teeth as much as I can clean your teeth with the efficiency and the cleanliness that I use on your teeth. So you got to come in here. We're going to clean your teeth, but we're not going to just clean at them. We're going to take some utensils and some knives and some scrapers and some hardware, and we're going to scrape them down. We're going to scrape into your tongue. We're going to make you bleed to the point where you're going to have to spit out blood. We're going to put stuff in your mouth that you never imagined go in your mouth. We're going to put a tiny little vacuum hose in your mouth that's going to suck out everything that we're creating, all the garbage that's left over from the teeth that we're cleaning on a regular basis. Wow. Not only that, Ron, we're going to actually take x-rays of your mouth. We're going to actually, as if your mouth had some type of horrible thing going on. Look, the only time I take x-rays for the rest of my body is if I have a muscle pain, or maybe I sprained something, or I broke a rib or something like that. They might take an x-ray or an MRI or something just to check it out. But no, when you go to the dentist, x-rays every time. I got so many x-rays of my teeth, I could start my own YouTube channel just using my dental x-rays. What is it with the teeth? We all need a team of doctors because everything we have on our human body has got to be tended to individually. And this primary care person does nothing, but it's kind of like your coach, you know. Have you seen your have you had your proctology exam? Have you had your colonoscopy? Have you been to your eye doctor? Have you been to Fed? Has you gone to the Fed? They never say, my primary care physician never says, when's the last time you went to your dentist? Are you going to the dentist regularly? Never have they ever mentioned the word dentist. So my team would meet for the first time behind closed doors at the buffet that I'm setting up for them. But I have a team of people. They are good people for the most part. I don't know them individually. I said once to my dentist, I said, "Why am I seeing you so often? More than any other doctor. Why am I seeing you so often?" And his response was, "Because somehow I have to get my kids through college and someone has to pay for this." Whoa. So you're telling me that once your kids have gone through college, you don't have to pay for college anymore? He said, "That's right. You just come in once a year. That's enough." Wow. Wow. He actually admitted it. He didn't. I'm just making that up. All right. We're 15 minutes into the show. I've spent enough time talking about the team of doctor thing. So that's enough. Here's something else that is amazing to me. By the way, what's with insurance? You know, for health insurance, they pretty much take care of everything. Dental insurance, not much at all. I mean, you know, they'll pay for some of the stuff depending on the extent of your dental insurance, but my God, if it's anything cosmetic, no. But same with medical insurance, too. The medical insurance does not cover Viagra anymore, I don't believe, because they don't consider that to be anything to do with solving your health problems. That's just a pleasure thing. So they won't pay for that anymore. So men all over the country now have to find another vehicle to get their Viagra-type drug so that they can remain prominent within the world in which we live. I don't know. I just don't know. All right. Here's a problem that I am having, but not as bad as other people are. All of a sudden this year, by the way, the cicada bugs, and I talked about them a few shows ago, they are now popping up in the middle of the country and somewhat in the south. New England, the Northeast, you don't have to worry about it this particular ride around. But we have something else now that I didn't really have to deal with before in the past. I've always thought mosquitoes were the worst thing in the world. They were the devil bug. They actually fly around and they land on you and they suck your blood. What? Yeah, they suck the living blood out of you. They're like in small doses giving you blood transfusions. And they are full of other people's blood sometimes too when they arrive on you. I believe that's the case, which is absolutely disgusting. These things live in pond scum and in still water, and they carry disease, and yet they are getting into your skin all over the place and sucking your blood out and getting into your bloodstream. Oh my God, this has got to be stopped. This is a pandemic of little things. And gnats, apparently they bite too. They don't just fly around your head. This year, and I've never experienced this before, in the area in which I live, which is I think the area in which you live as well, there are black flies, which are really, you would think that they're gigantic flies. But they're not. They're little tiny flies. You can hardly see them. They're like the size of gnats. They're a type of gnat. And they bite. And when they bite big time. You swell up. You get red marks. They scab up. And they itch like crazy. And all of a sudden, everybody's got black fly bites. We don't talk about it, but we got them. And some people are more susceptible to this than others. I guess it's the smell coming out of their skin. I really don't know what attracts these killer bugs to certain people, more so than others. I mean, I'm not susceptible to these things, but I got some bites on my neck that I know wasn't the vampire, because if it was, it'd be a really tiny vampire. So I don't think it's that. It's the black flies. And the mosquitoes, they've ganged up on the population. They're trying to get back at us. It's like a whole a retribution thing, very similar to what Trump does. So it's really horrible. I actually pay a company to come to my house at various intervals to mosquito spray my backyard and my backyard sitting area, because I literally cannot sit outside. I cannot. I know how. I've done it before, but I literally can't do it now. Because as soon as I sit down, somewhere in my backyard, there's a whole swarm of insects saying, "He's out, let's go get him." And they do. They consider me some kind of pathetic dinner. And I'm not the appetizer, I'm the main course. And they're going after my blood. I cannot be out there for more than a minute before they show up. And they swarm around me, and they create a perimeter, and they go in for the kill. And you don't feel them as much when it's happening. You know, you're going like this all the time. You look like some kind of idiot sitting in a chair going like this. But you're trying to swat those little things away. But then later in the day or overnight, these things swell up, they start itching, and those bastards. I cannot literally go outside right now. Can't do it. Can't sit there. Sorry. I mean, I'll go from the house to the car, but sitting out there, I can't. Can't do it. Something's got to happen. Something's got to happen. That's why I really don't care for the summer. I know you love it. You run around and you sweat and you think everything's wonderful and I can be outside a lot. But being outside is not good anymore. You got all these bugs that are dive bombing you. You sweat so much that it rolls into your eyes and you can't see anymore. You get skin cancer from sitting outside being exposed to the sun too long. And that's just the beginning. We're only a couple of weeks, maybe a month away from our, there's the first frost. This is the first dumping of that yellow green pollen that collects on your car. I don't care what color car you have, it turns out to be a yellowish green. And it's on your lawn furniture, it sits on your deck, on your patio, on your grass, all this stuff. All of a sudden, it's covered like a blanket, like it snowed outside, some kind of weird, moldy snow. You got to go through that. And if you have mild allergies, you're going to be graduating from the mild category to the somewhat uncomfortably severe category. We all do it. And this is the summer. This is the summer. If you're lucky enough to have air conditioning, those bills go through the roof. Maybe you're paying like $60, $100 in the winter for electric if you're lucky. And then you hit your AC. In the summer, you're paying $500, $600, $700 a month just to keep a little bit cool. Because there's a certain point where your air conditioning won't work anymore. It's too hot. It's 100 degrees outside. My air conditioning units cannot keep up with that. Maybe they'll do, maybe 75, maybe 80 inside, but that's about it when it's really hot. But you love the summer, right? You love the summer. So I'm not into it too much. I get moths in my pantry. I get flies all over the place. Then the ants come out, an army of ants, and they are that. They have battalions. They will march into your home, through the floorboards in your house, through your basement, through your garage, through your attic. They're all over the damn place. It's a potpourri of fun. The summer months. Enjoy yourself. All right, fine. That's fine. That's wonderful. One more subject I wanted to bring up during today's episodic situation. I have a Facebook account. I have quite a few of them, actually. I'm not supposed to, but I do. By the way, you can visit it. It's ronvandam.com, newenglandbroadcasting.com, whatever. There's quite a few of them, actually. Anyway, you go to any of those things, Google my name, and it'll show you all the websites that I have. But there's a picture of me because I'm in the media, so that's fine. But when I look at other people who have their little Facebook accounts, by the way, Facebook, not so much. Why is the profile picture, why is their heads cut off? Is it because they don't want to show their faces, or because the picture is of a size where the head was cut off because it doesn't fit in the profile picture area properly? Is that why? Or do you purposefully, which is not a word, choose a picture where they can't see your head? Yes, I'm familiar with Susan's Facebook page. I must say, what a wonderful pair of shoulders she has. I don't know what she looks like, but nice shoulders. Of course, you can always tell by going to the profile, not the profile pictures, but the photos, the photo section of their website, where there are pictures of her doing things like swatting flies, canoeing, things like that. But the profile picture, her head's missing. Maybe she doesn't have a head. Did you wonder this, Ron? You're making fun of people. Perhaps there are a lot of people who have these social media accounts that don't have heads. Maybe they were, I wouldn't say they were necessarily beheaded, but maybe they were born without heads, and this is indeed their profile picture. This is all there is to show. Is that a possibility? Well, yes, it is. So I got to be careful about how I say this, but why is it like that? And then I was on Sunday. I was watching America's Funniest Home Videos. Do you watch that show? It's very entertaining. It should be called The Various Ways That You Can Hit Yourself in the Crotch by Mistake. Anyway, after that was American Idol. I used to watch American Idol all the time during the first 5 years. After that, stop it. That's enough. Seriously. So I don't watch American Idol anymore, basically because the judges are just so full of themselves that I can't, these days with politics and such, I'm getting really sick of watching politicians that are just way too full of themselves. I can't do it anymore. I can't watch anybody too full of themselves or even talk to anybody like that. And on American Idol, the judges are just too full of themselves. And Ryan Seacrest, I'm just sick of your energy, man. I'm sick of your energy. It was funny to begin with. It was exhilarating at first, but now, after 20 years, stop it. It's too much. No one has that much energy. No one should. But here's what really bothers me about American Idol. They're doing the auditions, and they put them on the stage, and they sing in front of people. And most of the singers, they look like they're in horrible pain. When they sing, they're over-emoting their emotions to the point where they look like they're in great pain. Like, I love you. And they scrunch their faces like they're trying to pass a kidney stone or something. It's very odd. Or they had like their stools are too hard. I mean, something's wrong. They're grimacing. They look like they're in great physical pain as they belt out a song. And I don't like that. I like singers that smile and enjoy, as we all should enjoy the wonderful song. But if you're trying to emote the pain of the song, to me it's just like watching somebody in pain, and I don't care to do that. I avoid pain as much as I can, both for me to have the pain and to watch other people have the pain. And I am out of time for today. I'll be back again next time. Go to my website, the show. It's every weekday a new program, New England Broadcasting, The Ron Van Dam Show. Like it, follow it, kiss it, grow it, do whatever you do with it. And until then, I wish you peace.